When I come back from that short break, like I said, I have CAMIDOH in the studio. It's my first time actually meeting him in person. And Oyekama. Test to I will be a women no bohum. When you da me do banda me your connection. Oh my God. Me and sweet. Me and nice. And I will be a portrait Enyiska member. Enyiska member. Sisi abraboni diska ni yedobo. Otina hana American ti sika na dreba. Yepe manum yedru so yempe momo. Yepe wire transfer. Ono nanum yedru. Entum na understand the send 10k no 20k na mfa member disturb here na asomdwe. Dabi. CAMIDOH. Akwaba.
That's it.
You're handsome.
Thank you very much.
Very.
Thank you.
I'm glad to have you. From last year, I'm try there. Would have you here, but anytime be a for George be a nature there and then now for flights and then I'm hey as in a day what do the man now it is good or you hear an empire body Ghanaian artists will keep going high like that. And congratulations to Sophie Jamie.
Thank you.
What word na famba
Darby I would say it's like the dammy one, so like probably after a month na on my printy a dino also so what the brawa mabo fie na ya die photo shoot pedem wo mi bi na ye kita award na ya die photo shoot. I'll show you.
Release or yeah working an EP.
Yeah.
The title ya bazi
a lifetime is not enough.
A lifetime is not enough.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
I don't know motivated them title no.
Me chilling shadanya into like inspiration in every fact that you need like obia name the lifespan. Do you understand? Like nobody truly knows like their lifespan into no bibiara epede yeno or de yenesisia.
Okay.
Like a lifetime is truly not enough. So because you don't know your lifespan, you can't tell that, okay, because you are going to live for 60 years, so you can do this from now to, like, between now and 60 years. What you are saying, it will be a feeling, and now do be a, if there a chain kakra and sana, or churn or don't know, like. You understand? And Ebiana, lifespan, you're just 2 years, you know, if you're waiting for 5 years, you know that you would have lost it, you know, so, yeah.
Beautiful. Now let's talk about CAMIDOH shooting to fame.
Yeah.
Did you expect another? Is a word expect? Me use have a word. Not a word in you that we all have an idea where we want to get to.
Yeah.
But sometimes either there it will go beyond what you expected.
Yeah.
Or go below what you expected.
Yeah.
For you, did it go beyond what you expected, or is below what you expected?
I feel like it's below, like it's close, like we are getting there. It's still below. Like you know, I dream really big.
Okay.
You know, so like yeah, nyama me pese me no, it's out of the roof. You know, every day I just work hard to get closer to it. Like you know, one step at a time. But now basically, na me pese me first of all, like na me pese me pilot.
Okay.
Like you know airplanes and I was like let me present me a pilot and like one time me and my cousin you call internet cafe and I like me who Akon videos and inspire me into me be and I'm like I can do this, you know, I can do this, like I want to do it. So basically that's just how it started for me. And then I came home and I was inspired so much that I started to sing and mimic Akon, Sarkodie, and all of that. And I mean, when you say I didn't know, my start like me when you say I can do it, you know, for real. So 2008 now, me found it so serious, and I'm signing like first contract. Let me say, okay, cool. I'm taking it professional, you know. And when I started dreaming to like achieve certain things in the musical world, obviously you need fame to like take you to the next level. Do you understand? Like, because Utunjuma, obviously you need people to watch you. You need like the audience, and then once the audience get to like you, then that you start to become famous, and then now they start to patronize you. You know, fame there. Not an idea like we worked towards, obviously to like obviously gain the audience or like you know the patronization of the people, and that's literally what the fame is.
Camido, but before much, maybe so next question. But my man cast I'm sure na wonje de wala home. But my director so feel pa. Erika say chedo on jam.
Oye oba.
Mpochonyo.
Me ma wario.
Awala.
Ma worry into no. Into on train now to the next person.
But so hui. Also on fano ho. On fano ho. Still, she's coming strong. Okay. Mpocho made deliver a message now. So let me be Mpocho. Thank you. Thank you. Mekai, I think that is when I actually felt proud of you, though I didn't know you. Nah, I won't mention the country, but it wasn't in Ghana. And then we're on a boat ride. And this yacht, big one, white and coating, and these people were blasting your music.
Right.
And they were singing it word for word.
Right.
And being a Ghanaian, hearing a Ghanaian song from a Ghanaian brother, I was extremely proud. Most people feel proud now. It felt like I know you in person and I've known the journey and how far you have come and all that. I was that proud. How do you feel about yourself when you hear people blasting to your song worldwide, people mentioning your name, like dying over your song, like not literally, figuratively? Right. How does it feel?
You know, it feels good. Like all the time, it feels good. But you know, I'm just that type of human being that like I didn't end so Miankasama didn't end so many OTS here. Like personally, when I do certain things, it's like, okay, 1 minute I'm celebrating it, the next minute I'm out of the moment. I'm like, I want the next thing.
You want the next thing?
You know, so it's like, Miankasankasa, like, it has been a problem that I have been dealing with, like, as in mental health, you know, because it's like, you have to stop for a second and look how far you've come. You know, sometimes like, when I'm dealing with certain things and I'm talking to my mom or my family, or they're like, yo, listen, you have done way more than we expected you to do. So, like, you should really take a moment and breathe and, you know, celebrate yourself. So, in as much as, like, I am proud of myself or I get happy when I see these things, I'm like, okay, here, I've done that. I want the next thing. I want to do the next thing. Yeah. It's always been like that.
You need to keep climbing.
Yeah.
Hey, Edanubi. The man say me no mbisa was me piasem no, but asem no sumu hu ana mpede me bisa. So, I think somebody took a video of you in a club.
Right.
No, the to snap.
Right.
And the person was like, why does he say fame, you know, why your doby na nda na enyi girl you chill, china na enyi girl you chill na fame wa ka show to me.
It's probably not me though. It's probably not me.
And then CAMIDOH yenyi mo kra wutiri nkwese do
it's probably not me. Me shut down club. Me shut down club. And I don't remember the last time I have been in a club with like ladies or with a lady, or I don't do stuff like that. Me a fear nipa, like I don't. Me wa like 2 or 3 only clubs like here in Ghana and even outside like like just come and have a good time.
Okay.
I don't go.
Okay.
Do you understand? So it's probably not me. It's probably someone else.
Maybe I know it will look alike.
It's probably
Maybe I know it will look alike.
It's probably a look alike because man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last time I remember going to the club was when me and Mayor Kun and Kim Promise performing Ghana Music Awards. I think it was last year. Yeah, perform me and me and Mayor Kun and my boys like share one of my guys' club, A Stantra. Now you just read.
What
in
do
Sakakra, you know.
Honestly, it's understandable.
Yeah.
A man kada wasi. I mean, the industry, so I understand it.
Yeah.
Fame attracts a lot.
Yeah.
The opposite sex.
Right.
It attracts a lot of males.
Yeah.
It will attract a lot of females. There are actually people who would want to date you just because you are famous.
Right.
How is it like with you?
Well, I just like I had to learn about boundaries, you know? Like before I used to be very like super friendly such that I just allow people to just have a good time around me. But I had to like growing up, I had to learn about boundaries, you know? It's like same people you will meet in your life and then they will teach you certain things. Like everyone with like an experience or, you know, new lessons that you learn. And you know, before I would say that it used to be a problem. Like, you know, I used to like wonder like who is who and why is this person coming into your life and all of that. But I realized that you're famous does not necessarily mean that you have to be nice, like overly nice, like open to everyone.
Yeah.
You know, so like I had to learn it, obviously, you know, and it's called boundaries. And so like from that time, I don't really like, for example, somebody would just like send me love emojis. Like, bro, you can't just send me love emojis. Do you understand? Like, I want to understand it that, okay, you mean well. So then because I don't mean the same, I'll probably not send it back to you, just so you don't have certain thoughts in your head. Okay. Do you understand? Like I had to build certain level of like boundaries for myself, just so like I don't find myself in problems like, oh, CAMIDOH, watch myself pay me, and I said this, you know, stuff like that. I think it just builds certain type of perceptions in the minds of people. So I had to learn boundaries, and since I don't really like, you know, worry about stuff like that. You know,
you don't worry about. When you said you were married, is it like by the way, or you're married?
No, I'm not married. Like I'm in a relationship, so I was just basically saying yes. Like there's there's only a serious relationship. Like if you're in a relationship, there's only a serious one. You can't be in like a playing relationship. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that.
Oh, but people are in playing relationships.
Well, yeah, I feel like life as play, you know, and then they play with it. But for me, like I don't play with it. Like I don't.
Is love a thing for you?
100%. That's like my heart and another person's heart, like, you know, joined together. I can't literally play with it.
I remember Kwame Eugene on Charibia, he said that if you're coming into his life for the sika na zakam to chada wouldn't know say sika you wanna so your don continue cry, you are okay. Oh no, it's like, you know, Obiani the way I almost pay omunyama. Do you understand? Some people don't care to have a lot of clothes on the bed and they're still laying there till daybreak. Some people want to ensure that they pack everything off the bed, lay fresh sheets, and then they sleep. Do you understand? So like Obiani the way I pay sending your material. Obi per se all relationship now so also what concubines and all of that. Obi sumpe, you know. So I just feel like Kwame usually the way our pen now so then I know a lover boy. So you love love.
I think it's a beautiful thing.
Love is a beautiful thing.
100%. It's a blessing, you know, like for me when say like what I say like a bit more so like so many people have had real love and they literally took it for granted and then they lost it and they never found one again. You know, and so many people to like the opposites. So I feel like once you have a thing like that, you should just like, you know, cherish it. Then
you should cherish it.
Yeah.
Yanko EP no na career na you were dying to go there, right? So EP no and you 6 and no
6.
You have Free Me. Free Me no or no abaze no no what does it talk about?
Free Me talks about mental health.
Okay.
And EP like I made it out of like my life experience in 2022.
Oh, okay.
You know, like literally like I dealt with a little bit of like mental health issue, you know, at some points where I kind of like dealt with a little bit frustration, depression kind of thing. And obviously I went through it and then I found love. And then, you know, I just used these experiences to just craft the whole EP.
Say, Ekada, you had mental health issues. I've said it over and over again on this show. The Ghana Harmonum, no, I am yet to meet an artist, ni team, no, wabakade, ne personal psychologist.
Right.
Only.
Right.
We don't do that in this country. And in an industry where anybody thinks it is okay to come at you, to bully you, even when there is nothing wrong, they will still try to find fault. How were you able to fight depression or to deal with the depression that you were going through without it affecting your career?
One of the things I've realized, especially with cyberbullies, is like if someone is cyberbullying you, like what you can do, what you think is the best thing to do, just do it. What you think will free you, do it and free yourself. Like for example, recently, like social media, like I just saw that someone was saying some ill things about me, which were not true. Like I literally just blocked them. Do you understand? I literally just blocked them, and it's like, yes, because get off my timeline. I can't.
I don't even see what you're saying.
So that I don't even like entertain it. I blocked them, and I think the guys were on my Snapchat as well. I just like removed them. Like that's it. You know, it clears your mind. It takes your mind away from stuff like that. For me, it was like I had to take time I have to spend time with people that made me feel better. Like, okay, if it was like music that was really stressing me, then I'll take myself away from music and just go have holidays or like vacation with my girlfriend or mom or family, somewhere that you know that, okay, fine, peace. Like, it doesn't, like, you don't think about the things that you used to think about that were stressing you for some time. You know, so for me, that's literally how I dealt with it. Like, I remember, like, I used to drink alcohol because I don't drink alcohol. Like, I used to just drink alcohol just so I can fall asleep. You know, so it's like, it was crazy. But, like, I had to just spend time with people that took me away from thoughts like that. And just, like, we had good times. And then after some time, I was able to, like, you know. Yeah.
But in the near future, do you see yourself possibly having a psychologist as part of your team?
Yeah. I think one of the reasons why, like, we don't see it like as part of the things that we have here among like the musical and artist team is because like Sikani, like so much like people don't make as much money as other people make in other industries. What you say like nyum to ni and nyum to for bebre or other industries like, you know, American in like omunyaska bebre because almost structures no in place, you know. So for example, like omunya a lot of royalties, publishing, so many things that people don't get over here. So it's like there's enough money to pay like all the people on your team. Like all the people on your team, you're able to like pay them and all of that. So I think it's just one of the problems. But for me, I look forward to having a personal psychologist like that can help me. Yeah.
Beautiful.
But
beautiful.
like right now, like my family is able to do that, you know.
Your family do that.
Yeah.
On it, them psychology bits, no, I know, are very, very important.
Very
to
delicate,
me because
like very important.
The things that goes on in the industry, you know, are serious, and it's very common for you to hear that this artist is not around anymore. They come
100.
and they tell you I was dealing with depression.
100.
I think in those ended, I saw an interview of Mimi.
Leave me alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, she dealt with depression, and see that thing is a big A for me. Yeah. But then let's move away from a hormone the next track, which is Adole.
Adole.
Who is Adole?
Adole, like, I don't know an Adole, literally. I don't know, like, I don't have an Adole. But that song, like, like the inspiration came from, like, me being in a relationship, and then I was in Cape Town. Not me, Cape Town, it was South Africa. Because shows, like, and so, like, I was just there in my hotel room, and one of my guys out there in South Africa, I'll catch him there, like, big booty girls, via, Cape Town, like, link you up, you know? And I me catch him there, like, you know, I was committed, and I didn't want to entertain stuff like that. And so, literally, that's where I drew the inspiration from to make the song. So, and Juno Mika there, like, I did Cape Town, I see one Ikebe, I know chase some, she won't give me something, I know take If it no be you, it be my paper or PayPal, I know the fake you know, that kind of thing. Like, it was literally like just a man realizing that, yo, this is like a serious thing for me, and I'm not willing to jeopardize it. So I'm not even in the absence of my partner, like, I don't want to. That's where the inspiration came from, like, literally.
This brings me to a conversation now we're having before we came on air, before the show started. Now, America Day, I'm Mankasa personally. Oh yeah, mentase adukunta people like famous people.
Right.
Because me, I don't like famous people. I don't like famous.
Right.
When I say I don't like famous people, as in relationship wise, I wouldn't date a famous person.
Because you're jealous.
And being in the industry, no, not jealous per se. Being in the industry, I've seen a lot of famous people, male and female alike. They don't really give their relationship their all, because when you go, another person
they have a lot of attention.
I'm getting attention from you. I'm getting attention from them. So famous, I want to me game. Being the famous person that you are, how are you able to focus on one person and say no to all the other people?
It's just psyching in your head, like, you know, you just psych your, like, upe bibia upe adeno. What I say, like, upe oba, and just like once you have a child, you know that this is mine. Do you understand? Like, this is a yawadi. So it's like everywhere you go, there's no matter how the attention is or the fame is, you still love your child. Like, you want to make sure they're fine. You want to make sure that, you know, like, there's no amount of thing unless, I don't know, it's spiritually, like, you know, connected. But I don't think anything can drive you away from your own child unless you know, it gets that complicated. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, so just in this case, it's like you've made love the decision. I've made the decision to love you.
It's a decision. I think that love is a decision. Like to love somebody is a decision. It's not really like just say
a feeling.
A feeling. It's not a feeling. If it's a feeling, it will fade. Do you understand? Yeah, and love is like, for example, like the way sorry, I'll open pie and ask for forgiveness, and you still go back to God. Like I feel like that is the real concept of love. You know, until Nanipa do like confess love, and then they get married, and then small thing, you know, oh, I can't take it anymore, and I'm going. I don't think that really like defines. Do you understand? Like the actual essence of love. So I just feel like it's a decision. Until once you make that decision, like you stand by it, like throughout. Unless of course, like you know, when you make the vow till death do us apart and stuff like that. You know. I can see your producers are worrying you. In
fact, she's singing Adole into my ear. She said, after the conversation, you give us a performance,
100%.
and she wants Adole, and she's actually singing Adole.
Right.
As you are talking, she's also singing.
Right.
I mean, how can you do this to me? Like seriously. Okay, so moving away from Adole, the next one is Like You Mean It.
Yeah.
That one you featured Sina Soul.
Sina Soul. Sina Soul. All the songs after Free Me were talking about love. You know, but like different aspects of love.
Different aspects of love.
Like You Mean It is literally when you meet somebody and in that very early stage, it's like the person wants it, they don't want it.
Okay.
You know, it's like people say motro mojo, right? It's like
as a minyame
yeah, like so it's like your one leg is there and your one leg is outside.
I get
and nine back over inside and nine back like, you know, like. But you can't do that. It's like if you want to love somebody, just love them. That
is me.
Oh right.
That is me.
So this song is for you, like you know.
Debbie and I have the what if.
Right.
The what
do you understand?
If, yeah.
But I always say to people like, there's no time for to do what if. Do you understand? Because it's like you like this person very much. Just give it a shot because like, what if tomorrow they are no more?
Okay.
Then you would have lost
the moment,
that special thing that you could have found in that person. Do you understand? Like that's how I see life. Like I am heavy on the fact that life is short. I'm heavy on the fact that we don't know tomorrow. Like tomorrow can just come and the whole world is done. So it's like the very special moment that you have right now. You might as well just take it. Do you understand? So for me, it's about that. That is what life is about. So even if I'm walking on if I'm driving, I remember one time I was driving and there was this kid who was riding a bicycle and a chain, you know, the chain of the bicycle, and you know how it gets stuck in the corner. Yeah. And I was looking at the kid and I was like, this guy cannot figure it out. So I parked the car and I was like, can you do it? He said, no. And I said, okay, let me help you. And I took my time. It took about like 5 minutes of my time because it was really stuck. I fixed it for him. He rode and I drove away. For me, I find joy in things like that. Because what if no one else comes to pass to help the kid? What if the next person that comes is an armed robber that takes his life or something? You would have lost the opportunity to help someone and help someone get home safely. So that is what life is about for me. Like generally, that is my mentality. Do you understand? So when I'm with people, I want to make sure that I give them my best. Do you understand? Like that is what life is about. So for me, there's no time in doing what ifs. There's no time.
There's no time in doing what ifs.
So that's what the song is about. Like you mean it. Do it like you mean it.
Do you know what I mean? Like you mean it. Do it like I love. Do it like you mean it.
Right.
Yes. Do it like you mean it. And then we have ghetto love.
Right.
Child, the ghetto love is sweet too. The ghetto love be like some stubborn kind of like I love you die. That kind of ghetto love. Am I right?
Yeah, that's just what it is. You know, that's just what it is. Like.
And see, from hormonum to then all yours.
All yours is like final confirmation. It's like, yo, you got my heart. Like, you know, your mind. Like, I'm yours. Like, do anything you want to do with me. Finish me.
Use me as you please.
You know, it's like, finish me. Like, finish me.
You know, and then the last one now, or a ipinodo or a do
me. Yeah, it's saying the same thing. Just like,
do me
what you want. Come again?
Do you abade? Do me can mean play. Do you what? Like, do you?
So do me. All yours is like confessing that I'm all yours. And then now I'm saying, do me what you want to do me. Like if you wanna make love to me the whole day, do that. If you wanna talk to me on the phone the whole day, do that. If you wanna, you know what I'm saying, like asumami.
The first one, if you want to make love to me the whole day, do me.
Right. Do you know what I mean? Like make
I like
love,
that one.
have a good time. You know, special.
Beautiful. Let's talk VGMA.
Right.
You won an award, right?
Yeah, 2.
You won 2.
Yeah.
2. Okay. The question is, in fact, you'll be not Mimbisa.
Okay, cool.
You'll be not Mimbisa. I'm Mimbisa. But they're not Mimbisa there. Were you expecting to win any of the awards?
Yeah, I was expecting to win all the 7 categories that I was nominated.
And then you won 2
Yeah.
out of. Yeah. So how did you feel winning the least number out of the 7?
Before the VGMAs, before the day, I had made a recording. Like I made a song, like it was a feature, and the song was talking about like having a good day, you know. And the verse that I did inspired me. It says that if you work, thank God. If you no work, thank God. Do you understand? Like, uye bibina ekoswa danyamiase, ankoswa danyamiase. You know. So that was my mentality. That has become my mentality. When I put in my all, na say anye juma me danyamiase, eye juma swa me danyamiase. And so I walked into the dome like knowing that I wanted to have a good time. Me bibi like minya award. Yeah, so yeah.
But then subsequent years, are you eyeing Artist of the Year?
100%. Like everyone wants to work hard. Like everyone wants their hard work to be acknowledged to that level. Do you understand? Like for me, to be nominated in Artist of the Year was really like inspirational. You know, it was really inspirational to me because I came from a place where listen, this was a kid who wanted to be a pilot. How do you move from becoming a pilot to just getting inspired by another artist? Nice. And I wasn't even a singer. I didn't even discover that I could sing. I learned how to sing.
You learned how to sing. This would most likely be my last question. Not then you give us the performance.
Yeah.
I remember an interview, Ed Sheeran. And then he played an old recording of
100%,
himself.
and it was so rough.
And he said no, he wasn't a good singer.
100%.
He learned how to sing.
I did it.
So it's not all about talent.
It's not all about talent. For me, I believe in hard work. That is my key. Like I love to work hard. Like if you give me like, I think when we're coming up, the lady wanted to use the elevator. I said let's use the staircase because the elevator was taking too long. Oh yeah, let's go.
Chill.
Do you understand? So I was like, it's about going, just like enough of like technology. Do it with your hands. There's a book I'm reading. It says that too much of the computer, like you are an artist, and then like now they've improved everything, so you want to draw from the computer, you lose the touch. You lose the personal touch that you can really like sit down and smell the maca and do all of those things. You lose it, and it takes away a bit of the life in the creativity. Do you understand? So sometimes me, I just love to go the hard way. And I know that I did it myself. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I did it myself, and boom.
So you are still learning.
I'm still learning. I'm probably gonna be one. Like I can't wait till that time where it's like global awards, like let's say Grammys, and I'm nominated for Vocalist of the Year, and then I will prove it to people that listen, like you can do anything that you want to do.
You will get there.
Do you understand? Like that's just what it is. Like it's not the validation, but it's just to inspire people. We live to inspire other people, just so they know that like me too, I can do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Final question. What has been your most embarrassing moment ever?
Most embarrassing moments, to be honest, like I don't really keep stuff like that in my head. Yeah, I don't really keep stuff like that in my head.
You've not had an embarrassing moment?
I do. I think I do. But when I remember, I'll probably just write it on my IG story. So that one day when you check,
I'll be checking. I will be checking.
But I also like to, I also like to like throw some light on a new project that I actually got coming.
Okay.
It's called Lighter. And which means love is the answer, It's a whole lengthy project. Normally I do like EPs, but this time around I want to give like a lengthy project. Then I can start putting out my album. So this is like a lengthy project that I'm putting out on the 2nd of June.
2nd of June.
100%. And right now the pre-order links are all over social media. Like my.
Let's find a love.
is the answer. Lighter.
Is the answer.
Yeah.
Lighter.
Yeah.
Love is the answer.
It's the answer.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
We'll look forward to it.
Yes.
Definitely. On lunch no wa. Chada hadana lande ya. You guys worry from pa maka. So na mumu worry in free keke.
One time on it, baby. They call me Mido on the team.
Mido,